Hey there, how's everybody doing? I haven't posted in probably a month because I have not been feeling that great. I do have a thyroid condition. I have a endocrinologist appointment I need to go to. It's been rescheduled for August. My thyroid levels are elevated. Sometimes I'm dizzy, lightheaded. So I have had hypothyroid since I had my first son, which was back in 2004. It's been almost 22 years. I've been taking medication to make the production of TSH and T3, T4. Some of the symptoms, though, is I have an issue in the side of my neck. It's been sore. My thyroid, when I was originally diagnosed, it was a goiter, which was a swollen thyroid gland. The doctor told me that my thyroid basically was not even functioning. So when we go to see the endocrinologist, I do want to get an ultrasound done because it's been a few years since I had one, just to see what the thyroid is looking like. It is sometimes hard to swallow certain things. There's just a whole lot of symptoms going on, so I haven't really been feeling that well. We'll get it all taken care of when I go see my endocrinologist. But today, I wanted to bring y'all along. We have a breeze right now, and I'm taking advantage of that. But I've been gathering up some of my marigold seeds because I want to resow some of those for fall. I've started different types of microgreens. I've got some of those that are sprouting right now. Got all of my seed trays laid out. I've rinsed them all out. And a lot of the fall vegetables we won't really get started until maybe August. We're in zone 9B. We're southwest of Houston. Just refilling their water with some fresh cold water and gave them some scraps. Hot and humid. They like to stand in the water to cool off, get their feet in that water, and lay on the ground where it's damp and cool. That's how they regulate their temperatures, through their feet. Y'all gonna go swimming? Wash these containers out. They also had the chickens had some leftover spaghetti. Take these in and wash them. Here's some of those microgreens I was talking about that have sprouted. It's only been maybe 4 or 5 days and they're already coming up. It's these mild mix microgreens that are in here. I'll probably just leave them out here underneath the shade of my umbrella, and it stays pretty shaded over here for the most part. We're underneath this tree and it's pretty shaded midday and even into the evening. All of my trays, I got them all stacked here, ready to go. This is just soil. A lot of the leaves from this tree have fallen. We'll make some good mulch on these beds. Over here, I have a bunch of marigolds. I've been collecting these seeds, so I'm gonna let them continue to dry out. Hey Abe, what you doing? Checking it out. You're gonna be my supervisor again. These are those other marigolds I have over here. They did not like all that rain, and this side of the garden, on the back side of this fence, holds water sometimes. So sometimes it's just too much water and then they play out. But my plan is to go through, remove some of these marigold seed heads. But look how pretty these are. That'll be some pretty fall color, as a lot of these are pretty much done. You can see, but they're so pretty. Some have a little more orangey red color to them. I'm gonna let them continue to dry out, but that's all the little seeds right there. That's what they look like. This one needs to come out. It's completely dead. Each one has a lot of seeds, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with collecting these seed heads. Hey, Penny. This one is very pretty. It's more of the yellow. I'm gonna get some of these seed heads. It is getting pretty warm out here. I'm already starting to break out in a sweat. Most of these will reseed themselves, as you can see. The pods, this one's ready. You like them marigold seeds, Abe? Okay. What are you doing? You don't like them, do you? This one has a little more of the red color. Yep. They're just too much water, like I said, and the heat. It's like the root systems were boiling. I really like this one. Over here is my potting bench. I had to clean all of this out. There were ants all in there. I hosed all that off. But I was gonna show y'all these seed trays. They've been sitting here on the top, flipped over, and with this Texas sun, it has melted, literally melted those. I thought that was pretty insane. Melted from the sun. But these are just cuttings off of some of the natives. I still got to clean all of the top off. These seed trays, I need to replenish this soil for my fall vegetables. And then over here, I just did a rinse out on the bottom trays. That looks a lot better. I don't normally show this area that often. It's usually a big mess. But we do have a raised bed over here. And in the background, a stock tank pool that we haven't used in a while. I haven't cleaned it out. That's all rainwater. It was pretty much empty at one point earlier in the year, and then it's completely full all from rainwater. So I do use that to water my plants. But this has gotten out of hand with the weeds. I had a whole bunch of tomatoes on this Florida weave fence. I had to rip all those tomatoes out because between the rain and the scorching sun, they just did not make it. I got all of that pulled out and put up in this. I gotta take to my pile. I wanted to insert this clip. This is the next morning, but my son came through with the weed eater and I got all of the string off and removed from these posts, but he came in with the weed eater and cut all of that grass down. Bless his heart. That is a tough job. I don't know what I would do without him though, but it looks so much better. He got all of this weed eated, and these are some blackberry bushes that I still have not gotten in the ground yet. All of this he got weed eated for me yesterday. I just wanted to include that into this clip. Like I said, I'm so grateful for him and all the hard work he does around here. Helps me out tremendously, and he does such a good job getting around everything, going around the plants. But I do need to work all of this soil up and remound it. We might use this area for some of our fall crops later on, once we get some of that in the ground. But I've been cleaning all of these beds out. A lot of stuff didn't do too well. I want to transplant this banana pepper over there with the other banana peppers. They were kind of mixed in with each other. These are jalapenos. And then this one, the banana pepper, like I said, I want to move it with the other banana peppers. This bed was taken over by a bunch of weeds. And we had a big ant bed over here that I think I got rid of. There was a big clump of nutgrass and all kinds of stuff over here. These zinnias, I'm gonna remove those. I did put some more zinnia seeds in here on the ends of the beds, each bed. Some lily-put zinnias. I didn't really get much squash, I think, again, because of all of the rain we kept receiving. So I'm pulling all of this out. Let's see, it just rotted. I'm just removing everything that needs to come out. I've been harvesting cucumbers every day. I've been giving quite a bit to my chickens. They love that as a special treat, especially during the heat. These cucumbers are about played out. Hand pulled the weeds along the fence And my son, I can't thank him enough. He came through and weed eated it all in here. This is where I'll work all of this up. This is the cathedral bells. But I need to come in and remove these green beans because they're done. We were able to get quite a few gallon bags of green beans. We got that tropical storm Bertha that's gonna work her way over here later today and possibly tomorrow. It's only gonna be about a 40% chance of rain. I started some of these tithonia near this cherry tomato that I'll probably end up having to take down. And then I put one on the other end over here. So we've got sunflowers, tiger eye mix. They're so cute. They get, I can't see hardly without my glasses, 2 to 3 feet. I want to put some of those in my raised beds near my pepper plants. I got 2 packets of these. This Mission Giant yellow marigold. Those would be real pretty for fall color. So I'm going to try some of those. I can grow some of these Tall Top Early Wonder. I have put some in trays in the past, seed trays like this here, and transplanted them, and that was a success, so I'm going to do that again. I want to get some beets. This one is August to October, the Detroit Supreme, and this one is the Let's Greenleaf Winter Keeper. I love beets, but I'm the only one that eat them here, so I don't usually plant too heavy of the beets, but I try to do succession sowing. I'll put them in my beds as well, my raised beds. They do better in my raised beds. So I want to get all of that done. Later, probably in a couple more weeks, I'll start my fall vegetables, my cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage. Can't wait to eat some fresh homegrown salad mix. Once the temperatures cool off, I'm gonna get some of that going because I love a salad with my lunch, with grilled chicken or a Caesar wrap. I'm a little leery about that cyclospora outbreak in the bagged lettuce. That's why I'm waiting on the day to get some of the lettuce started. I miss my homegrown salads. At least we know what's in them. Just can't beat homegrown lettuce. It tastes so much better than store-bought. That's with anything, really, with the produce. So right now I'm not trusting the bagged salad, not until they give us the okay. But I do miss a salad right now. Other thing you can do is propagate tomatoes, basils. I was just gonna show y'all how far these weeds went. I gotta get them back there to the pile. This is the okra that I haven't picked. It's just starting to form pods, so I'll have to remove these. Some more pods, zinnias. These are very pretty. But I'll come back through here and pull these, clip these off. Then remove the green bean vines that are done. I I stepped back here because I'm fixing to take all of this to my burn pile. No, y'all can't come out here. Grass has been growing like crazy. We'll have a lot of volunteer marigolds and zinnias back here, that's for sure. This stuff is so tough and you can't hardly get rid of it. It's bad. Also on our back fence line, the back fence line, we used to have blackberries we would pick when the boys were little. Got one more to take to the pile. I think this one is a little overstuffed. I don't know how anyone can take it out in this mess. My husband, he works out in it. I worry about him all the time too. Oh man. Crepe myrtle has been blooming. Such a pretty color. Light lavender color. This thing has tripled in size. But all back here on the fence, I do want to add more beds back here later in the future. It's actually been my dream since we moved in here. A lot of hardships have taken place since then, especially in the past 6 years. Hailstorm damaged our home. Our previous mobile home we had here on this property. We had just got it paid off. Destroyed that. Couldn't get it fixed. And then our truck we had just paid off. Same thing. It got totaled from the hail, so we're basically starting all over again. And my husband, he had a job for 30 years in construction, running equipment. After 30 years, which was last September, he was laid off. The company owner was retiring. So that's just to name a few of the setbacks, trials that we've been dealing with. It's the next day, so I'm going to start editing this video. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. Just say some prayers for me. I've got that endocrinologist appointment coming up. It's about 2 more weeks out before I can be seen. So let's pray and hope that we get some answers and we'll get through it. Just wanted to say thank you for watching my videos. I hope that you all have a blessed day and take care. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.